really quickly, a majority of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So, quickly press that button underneath the video. Subscribe to my channel right now. Press the like button if you want. And that'll make me a whole lot happier. And it will also mean that my videos will probably get recommended to you more often when I upload. Alright. People of the internet, my name is Oculatog, and in this video I'll be showing you how to build a custom Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria in Minecraft, specifically the walls and the floors. So yeah, let's just get started. So you're going to need some blocks. We're going to start with the main kind of entrance. You want to grab some grey concrete, some light grey wool, some stripped birch wood, some white stained glass pane, and some nether brick fence. And to get started, we're just going to build a quick door. So to build the frame, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place 1, 2, 3, 4 birch wood, and over here place 1, 2, 3, 4 birch wood, and then connect them in the middle. And then over on the left side, place 1 white stained glass pane, 1 nether brick fence, 1 white stained glass pane. And on this side, place 2 with 1 coming forward, then place 1, and then place 2, and then place a nether brick fence. So this is kind of like the doorway. I guess these are like the handles that you'd open the door. And then grab some grey concrete and just make a border underneath that. Alright, so now, to continue, what you want to do is, with your grey concrete, kind of come in here and build up 4 rows. So break out your grey wall, and in line with that, you want to build up kind of 4 rows of grey concrete. Whoops, ignore my terrible placement. You kind of just want to keep on building up. So break in your grey wall and replacing it with 4 rows going up. Leave out this doorway for now and continue going up. And once again, leaving out this doorway. And then right here. You just kind of want to keep doing this. It might be a bit of a tedious process, but you do need to do that. Alright, and then once you've done all of that, what you can do is, for this door frame right here, the top 2 blocks replace with grey. On this side, top 2 blocks replace with grey. And then right here, just do the top row with grey. Alright, so now, what you want to do is, with your light grey wool, what you can do is is break out the floor and kind of just replace the entire floor with light grey wool. So that is everything within this area, so including the kind of bits under the door frames. You just want to, let me see if I can yeah. You just want to kind of replace the entire floor, just like this, with light grey. Also, I did just realise it is nighttime. I didn't do that on purpose, so sorry about that. It's because I built the other one in nighttime, because obviously the atmosphere of these builds is like dark, so I built it at night, so I could get that right. So yeah, once you've placed in the floor now, that is kind of it for this room. This is all we're really going to be doing, is just building up the floor. So once you've kind of done that, well, we can move into the next room, which is going to be this kind of little staff room right here. So you can get rid of all of these blocks, you won't need them again. Then you want to grab yourself some light blue terracotta and some blue terracotta. Then you also want to grab some polished deep slate. And what you can basically do is, on the bottom row, replace out all of these grey walls. These are like grey walls. Replace them with your light blue terracotta, like that. Then place 2 rows up with some light blue terracotta, or sorry, not light blue, just regular blue terracotta. Place 2 rows up out of that. And then of course 1 over the door. And then in here, replace the floor with polished deep slate. So let's just quickly do that. We're not going to build the roofs just because it's easier to kind of see what we're building without a roof. So we're not going to build the roof. This is just walls and floors strictly. All right, so now for the next room, you want to grab yourselves. Sorry, I'm working off of reference images here, so please excuse me. So you want to grab yourselves. Actually, just give me 1 second. I will be right back. Sorry about that. I was just turning off auto lock on my phone because it kept turning off. But all right, now we can continue. So grab yourself some tuff, some stone, some andesite. Then you want some clay, and finally some light grey concrete powder. And what you're going to do is around the brown wall, you're going to replace it with tuff, just like this. So just replacing everything around the brown wall with your tuff. And then on top of that, do 2 rows of stone, of course going over the door. So 2 rows of stone. Oh, I'm sorry, I just got back from school. My hands are pretty cold because it is freezing currently. So yeah, all over the doors. So right here, yeah, this is a 2-tool door, by the way. And then finally, to finish it off, do your andesite on top. Just all the way over the top, right? And then what you can do is break out the floor. And, well, I'm going to just make a quick border. Just going through, whoops. And then once you have broken out that floor, you want to kind of fill in most of it with clay. So just kind of go around, place mostly clay, kind of filling in like probably like 75% of the floor with clay. Like maybe a little bit something like that. Well, that's about half. So let's go with that. I mean, maybe that's a little bit more than 75 or a little bit less than 75%. But then once you've done that, what you want to do is kind of fill in any other space with some light grey concrete powder, so a little bit of texture. You know, just to add some variety. And obviously it looks a bit weird right now, but once you've got the roof on and it's like the right kind of, you know, brightness in here, it'll look a lot better, all right? Just trust me on that. Now, I'm just going to quickly cut the video. I'm going to go take a couple pictures for these other rooms because for some reason I didn't do that. So just give me 1 second. I'm just going to quickly cut the video and I will be right back. And as you can see, I've got a couple of the blocks that we're going to use. So you want some polished basalt, some cyan terracotta, and some polished andesite slabs. You also want some black concrete and also some, I believe that is black concrete powder. And what you want to do is right here, actually we'll build the walls first. So first of all, break all of the black concrete in your kind of lobby room, black concrete, black wall in your lobby room, and replace it with smooth basalt or polished basalt. Facing upwards, just like this. Just like that. And then you want to place 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of cyan terracotta on top of that. And you just kind of want to build that up. Just keep on building that up. These doors, leave them blank for now. I'll tell you what to do with them. Actually, matter of fact, what you want to do is you want to count up 1, 2, 3 blocks and then do 2 rows above it. I think for this door, I think it's the same as that. So I think 2 rows above the door, like that. Though I might be wrong, just leave them like that for now. Though I might be wrong. I honestly can't remember, and I don't want to go all the way back over there to check. This door to the prize counter is exactly the same as the door on the opposite side. Yeah, sorry by the way if you think I'm a little bit slow at building. I want to go at the same pace as you guys. I don't want to do any cuts in the video really, because I feel like otherwise that's a bit unfair. So right here, by the way, under the door, I guess this is technically a detail, but you want to add some smoothed or some polished andesite slabs, just so you can actually see. By the way, in here we will have our map art kind of patterns, but I will do that in the details video because right now I don't really want to do that. Anyway, for the floor, you have our first of many checkerboard patterns. So right here, you're going to place a black concrete, and then you're going to switch to grey concrete powder, and you're going to do that. And then you're going to try to orientate, like kind of switch between black concrete and grey concrete powder. You might think this is a little bit weird for a checkerboard pattern, but it does look quite good. So, of course, bringing it out to underneath the door frame, and you're just going to kind of build this. So yeah, as I said, I'm not going to cut the video because I want to go at the same pace as all of you. It might make the videos a lot longer, but I feel like it'll be helpful. So just kind of filling in this entire area. Just like this. Of course, bringing it under the door frame. Just kind of bringing out all of that. Yeah, so that is what your floor should look like in here. You might think it looks a bit weird, but that is what it is meant to look like. Yeah. Now there will be a rug in here as well, so it won't just be completely like this. All right, so don't worry. Now you can kind of get rid of your yeah, you can get rid of all of these, and you can grab your sandstone, smooth sandstone, some light blue concrete powder, or sorry, light blue concrete, sorry, and then you also want some cyan concrete powder and some white concrete, and then you can get rid of these other blocks. Next thing you want to do is also just grab some smooth stone slabs. Alright, now in here, this is a pretty complicated room for the daycare because I want to get the walls right. I don't want to, you know, mess this up, so just bear with me here. What you're going to do, you're going to grab your smooth sandstone and kind of just break out this row at the bottom, these 4. Matter of fact, the corners don't really matter, so you can kind of just, for the corners, just ignore them. I don't want to break them, but just kind of ignore them. I guess we can just build them up. But, I mean, do what you want with the corners. But specifically these 3. What you want to do, you want to place a row of 3 on the bottom. Then for these 2 right here, you want to place 2 more on top. And then you want to go up by 1 right here. And then with blue concrete, you want to fill in these 2 and this block. Then you want to go right all the way to the other side. So, right here. And then over here, you want to break these 3. Place 2 here and 1 there with your smooth sandstone. Switch back to your light blue, fill in those 3. Now under the door frame, fill that in with smooth stone slabs, just makes it look a little bit better. On top of here, on the right side, place a light blue, then go left by 1, 2, 3 with white, and then go all the way to the left with white, light blue. Then going up again, make a whole row of light blue until you reach the middle block of this white and bring that up by 1, and then place 2 more light blue, so there's a little cloud. And actually breaking this block, replace it with a cyan concrete powder, bring it up by 1, then bring it left by 3, then go left by 3 with light blue, then place a cyan. Right, so there's that wall. And as you can imagine why this room is going to be tedious, this pattern kind of continues all the way around. So you know what, in here I think I'm just going to replace the corners with light blue that goes up. Just so, you know, they don't confuse us and they don't get in the way. So, bringing up our corners. You don't have to do this. This is just something I want to do. Just because otherwise it'll bug me. Except for that one. That one's fine. So yeah, I believe these are all the same height. Now for this next wall, you want to once again go in with your smooth sandstone. And you want to place 2 smooth sandstone. Then you want to place 3 light blue. Then 2 cyan. Then place a flat 2 out of smooth sandstone. And then go all the way up with your light blue. Then go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with your smooth sandstone. Do another row of 5 on top of that. And then for these 2 blocks right here, place 2 more on top of that. Then place a flat 3 of white right there, with 1 going up from the middle. Then you want to grab a few new blocks. You want to grab some yellow concrete, and you want to grab some acacia signs. Now technically this is a detail, but I'm going to say it's not, because it's a part of the wall. Ignoring, you know, the signs right here. This is, I don't know, shut up, my video and my rules. What you want to do right here is place 2 light blue, then place a 2x2 out of yellow, like that, and then kind of surround that with light blue. Now around this yellow, on all of the light blues, not on the whites, but on the light blues, you want to place some acacia signs. Oh, come on. All the way around. As I said, not on the white, because the cloud is in front of the sun, kind of blocking it. But there's your little sun. Now, what you can do is place 2 light blue right here, and then bring those up, and then make a 2x2, and then place 2 cyan right there. Right, now moving along, there is a place structure in the way, so bear with me here. We should have 2, yeah. Place a flat 3 out of smooth sandstone, then make a 2, like that. And then place 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of your light blue. Place 1 right here with a cyan above it, and then place 3 white right here with a white in the middle for another cloud, then place 2 light blue like that. Now for inside the place structure, well, kind of what you would see if you went in it. Place a 2x2 out of sandstone right here, then place 1 in the corner, bring that light blue up, then it's another row of light blue, and then just keep bringing that up until you get 1 below the top. So right here, place 1 light blue here, and then 2 cyan concrete powder. There we go. All right. So, you know, this isn't actually going too badly. I thought this would be a lot more tedious, but you know what? This isn't going too bad. Now for this wall. So in here, once again, break that, replace it with smooth sandstone, then place a row of 3, and on top of that, you want to place another 3. Place a light blue right here, with a row of light blue on top of that. Yep. And then another row of light blue on that. Then place 2 light blue and let's see. Okay, actually break this row right here because it's actually 2. I'm really sorry about that. No, it might actually be 3. Never mind. Yeah. So having it like this, yeah. All right, I see. And then you place 3 white like that. So I guess that means you can bring this out another row. It's because the place structure, it kind of goes like that, right? There's a place structure right here, so it's blocking our view. So sorry about this confusion. So yeah, but you got your 3 white here with 1 up in the middle, Then place 3 light blue, 2 cyan concrete powder, and then wrap your light blue over your cloud like that. Yep. Alright, and then you want to place another row of 2 smooth sandstone, and then a row of 3 going up. And then above those 2, you can just bring your blue up. Now, I know this looks a bit weird, because it's kind of like, these are all up and down, this is just flat, but there is a place structure here, you won't really see it. Alright, then, that's a bit hard to see. Because there's another place structure, so I'm going to say, right here, make another row of 3 smooth sandstone. Then above it, you want light blue. Then you want another 2 rows of 3 smooth sandstone like that. Then a row of 2. Then a flat 2. Then you want another one. And then a 2 going up in the corner. Yeah, I think that's about right. And then you want a row of blue right here. You want a blue right here. 3 white with 1 up from the middle. Then you want to wrap this around. Bring this along to cover the white, or cover the sandstone, sorry. But yeah, no, actually, sorry. Right here, you want to break those, and then you want to place a cloud right here. So I know the clouds are close together, but as I said, there's another place structure right here. You will not see this. And then above this part of the cloud, you want to bring up some light blue. Wrap some light blue over it like that. Then place 2 cyan. Then above this cloud, place 1, 2, 3 rows of light blue. Then go up by 2 with light blue and place a cyan in the corner. That wall was pretty difficult, but luckily we've got pretty much, we got no more place structures from here on out, so it should be pretty easy. So yeah, right here, you want to do a 2, and then you want to do a 3, then a 2, then another 2. Oh, sorry, then another 3, then another 2. Then some light blue going up to here. So light blue over that, like there. Place 1 light blue here, 3 white, with obviously 1 up from the middle. Place a light blue here, and then wrap some cyan over it, like that. By the way, the cyan is meant to be like kind of where the walls have gone a bit, I guess, moldy or dirty or whatever. And then wrap some light blue over that. Yep. Then just kind of place 3 light blue right here. I'll go do what's under it in a second. Then place 2, like a little 2x2 out of light blue like that, with 2 cyan over it. Then on the bottom here, place 2 smooth sandstone, a flat 2, and then fill this wall in. And then right here, place 2 smooth sandstone. Right here, place 3. Right here, place 2. And then kind of bring it over to there. Now above that, you want it to be kind of, let's see. Yeah, you want to kind of go up to the row below the top. By the way, here above the door, kind of go up, and then you want to place 2 cyan with 1 going out. Place another row of cyan after that. Then I didn't really take the pictures very well here, but from what I can see, I think right above here, so let's see, 1, 2, so I think right here, bringing this wall up to that level, you want to place a cloud here with 1 going up, and I don't think there is really any more mold up top, I don't think. Yeah. And okay, just give me 1 second because I didn't take a picture of the top of the wall here. So just kind of give me 1 second to just get a better picture right here. All right, yeah, so what we've done right now is correct. And what we just want to do is just add a little bit more. So breaking out these three and then this one, replace them with your cyan. And then going around, you want to place, well, let's see, we got one right here. We'll do the sandstone first. So we got one right here, then you got a two, then another two. Sorry. Then you got two ones, then a two, then finally, to finish off, yeah, a three. So it's a bit spiky here. We got all kinds of terrains. We got flat, we got hilly, and we got spiky for some reason. And above this kind of spiky bit, you want to place a flat three for your cloud with one on top. And then kind of fill in the rest of the wall up to this layer, in which this corner you can place a cyan, this corner place a cyan, and then connect it along the top. Those walls were a little bit tedious, but they are done. And you can already see it is really starting to shape up in here. I mean, it's just the walls, but, you know. Now there is one final bit we have to do for this room, which I guess you could also count as a detail, which is placing in the ball pit. So, I mean, maybe we should, yeah, I'm going to actually save that for the detailing episode because that's a bit much. But what you can do is just breaking out the entire floor and replacing it with your smooth sandstone. You could do sand if you want, but I think smooth sandstone is just better. So yeah, breaking out the entire floor. Yeah, I was planning to do the ball pit this video, but I thought that would just be way too much. I mean, we've already spent ages on this one room, so, you know. But a little bit of, a little bit of detail on the walls. I mean, it saves us having to do it in the detailing episode, you know. So, and that episode's going to be long enough as it is, which I might even split it up into parts. This one's not going to be split up. It's probably going to be like a few hours long because I really underestimated this build. But, you know, the detailing, I don't know how long that's going to take, but it'll probably be a couple vids. Anyway, yeah, there's the biggest room we've built so far. This is also actually, I believe, the tallest room. And the craziest part is this isn't even as high as it goes. It actually goes up an extra 2 rows because the way I've designed the roof for this room is very good. But obviously, those two are a part of the roof. So anyway, you can get rid of all your blocks now. And we can start with the little price counter, which is just really simple. You need some red concrete powder, some red terracotta, some red wool, some red concrete and some red wool. For the floor, we'll do the floor first. I don't know why. Just replace it all with red wool. Red concrete powder, sorry. It's all red. It's confusing. But yeah, replace all of this floor with your red concrete powder. Just like this. And then for the walls, I've only taken a picture of this part. So around the bottom, place your red terracotta. And this is going to be another one we're going to have to ignore the corners. What you can do is right here. So this part is where you're going to start your wall. You can place 2 wool. So ignoring the corners, place 2 red. Or 2 concrete even. Then place 2 wool. Ignoring the corners. Don't place 2 wool and then 2 concrete. Because otherwise, if you're in the room, it just looks like concrete. You want to place 2 wool like that. And then 2 concrete. 2 wall, 2 concrete, 2 wall, 2 concrete. And then you just want to keep on switching. Whoops. And as you can see, it does line up. Then for the corners, I mean, there's no really point of including them, but yeah. And then, well, that is really it for this room. Except, we'll add it because the roof is kind of right here. So this bit, if you add the slabs, it actually goes onto the roof. But I suppose that's fine. Just add in your slabs like that, and then when we add the roof, you know. Anyway, yeah, that completes that. And already this place is really starting to shape up. I mean, we've got a decent chunk done. But you know, I've pretty much just about reached my limit of time I have to record. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna quickly cut the video. We're gonna build the main room. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna cut the video, and because I don't have time to record anymore, so I'm gonna cut the video, and then when I come back, we will build the main room. So for me, it's gonna be like overnight, but for you, it's probably gonna be like a second. So yeah, I'll be right back to build the main. I'm back, and one thing you're gonna want to do quickly is just take off the top layer of these kind of massive doorways right here, and well, next thing you're gonna want to do is grab a couple blocks. So this is for the main room, as I said. So what you're going to want is some smooth stone slabs, some polished andesite slabs, some andesite walls, some grey concrete, some polished basalt. Then, these are for the stages, you want some spruce stairs, dark oak planks, dark oak trapdoor, dark oak stairs, and finally some spruce planks. Alright, so let's get started. What you want to do is you want to go around replacing all of the black wool with your polished basalt. Sorry if you can hear that plane in the background. So yeah, go around, replace all of your black wool. Whoops. With some polished basalt. And then once you have done that, what you want to do is realize that I didn't take a picture of this side of the room, so I have no idea how to build it. We'll get onto that in a second, I guess. But what you're actually going to want to do is with some grey concrete, let me just make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Right, so you want to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks with your grey concrete above that. That plane is so loud. And of course, going above your doors like that. And then with some polished andesite slabs, you place one layer of them along the top row of the doors. Not smooth slabs like you've done in here, just polished andesite slabs. And now, as I did before, I'm going to go along with you instead of cutting in the video. We're going to place all of our polished andesite slabs, place in all of our grey concrete. Right here as well. I believe, yeah, these doors are the same height, so you want 2 blocks kind of above the doors, as we have there. So bringing this all the way up. And then 2 blocks, and then all of this. And we're not going to do it on the other side yet, but right now we might as well just add in our polished andesite slabs. And then of course over here, these are our regular doors, so you want 3 blocks above them. Then of course with our smooth stone slabs. Now you're going to leave the door behind the stage blank for a second, and you're just going to continue. On the other side, bringing it up 5 blocks. Then of course this bit right here, 3 blocks above the doorway. add in your smooth stone right here, 3 blocks, and then you can come out to here, and then I don't remember how to do this part, so leave that blank as well. And then right here with your grey, going over here, of course with your smooth stone, then your grey concrete going all the way up, and then finally this bit. So what I'm going to do is, I suppose we'll do, you know what, I'm going to cut the video right here. If you haven't been following along with me, once I cut the video, it's a time for you to, pause and catch up. So I'm going to quickly cut the video, take pictures of these 2 parts, and then I'll be right back once I know what to do with both of these. So I'll be back in just, I'm back. So I'm going to tell you what to do with this part right here, and that is, you're going to want to place a row of little smooth stone slabs underneath, like that. Then count up 1, 2 blocks, and on the 3rd block, make a line of grey concrete, and then bring it up like that. So that's what this wall should look like. Now moving over here, to start this doorway, we need to build the stage, of course. So, to build the stage, where you got these 2 oak planks here, replace them with spruce stairs facing inwards, and of course on the other side, do the same thing. Then place a dark oak plank here, and also place a dark oak plank here. Then these front oak planks replace with some dark oak stairs. On top of all the dark oak planks, place dark oak trapdoors, or the dark oak. On top of all the dark oak, place, dark oak trapdoors. And then in here, you want to place 3 spruce stairs facing backwards like that. And then grabbing your spruce planks, you can fill in the rest of the stage. Just like that. So that's what your stage should look like. Now for this stage, for Pirates Cove, it is pretty much the same thing. So you want to grab yourself some spruce stairs. You want to break that and replace it with spruce stairs. Then, it's not really actually the same thing. Then after you've done that, you want to break this oak plank and place a stair that goes upside down like that. And do the same thing on the other side. Then for these oak planks, break them and obviously replace them with spruce stairs going upside down. And over here doing the same thing. And then fill the inside with some spruce planks, just like that. So there's your kind of stage for Pirates Cove, and of course your stage for the main area. If you want, so I didn't actually update this, but I think I might do this. If you want, you can replace these stairs around the edges. Not this stair, but these upside down ones. You can replace them with some dark oak stairs, just so there's a little bit of difference there. And I actually do prefer that, so I think I'm going to keep it like that. Now, well, I believe that is pretty much everything for this room. So there is only really one thing left to do. Yep, so let me see. Yeah, and that is the floor. So, yeah. Right, what you want to do is you can get rid of all of these blocks because you will not need them. Oh, wait. Of course, it's backstage. Sorry about that. Grab your andesite walls again, and also grab your polished andesite slabs and your grey concrete. I low-key forgot about that. You want to do 2 rows of grey concrete, then do 1 row of andesite walls, and then 1 row of polished andesite slabs. Which does mean, yes, you will need to crouch to get down, but I honestly kind of prefer it like that. If you want to bring this up an extra layer, you can, but I think then it makes the doorway look too big, so I prefer to keep it like this. You could, of course, make these slabs, trapdoors, but I think you'd still need to crouch to get underneath. No, you wouldn't. So, if you want to make them trapdoors, and then be able to go underneath easily, you can. And you know what? I think I might keep it like that, because having to crouch every time, yeah, it's not very fun. So I might keep it as trapdoors. So yeah. there you go. But obviously, this is your build. You can do what you want. As I was saying, for the floor, you want to grab your black concrete and your grey concrete powder. But you also want to grab red and blue concrete. And to start our floor, what we can do is, luckily we've got a giant stage here for reference. So what you want to do pretty much is right here, break this block and replace it with black concrete. Then go to the left with grey and then black and then grey, black until, well, I went a bit over, but until you get in line with the front of Pirates Cove. And then you want to bring it back. And then you should have a grey here, obviously a black under that stair it would be, and then a grey here. And then you want to keep bringing that back until, let me see if I can find a picture that shows. 1, 2, 3, 4. So until you get 1, 2, 1, 2, until you get to here. So 3 blocks away from the wall. Yep. And then you kind of just want to bring it back out this way. Whoops. Up to 3 blocks away from the wall. So, whoops. So 3 blocks away. So it should be kind of 3 blocks away from the wall around all sides, I guess. And then you want to bring this up, of course. Whoops. I keep on doing that. You want to, of course, bring it all the way back up to here, 3 blocks away, and then bring it back in to there. And then once you've done that, you want to grab your red and your blue concrete, and you can move aside your grey for the time being. And in the top right corner, place a blue concrete. All right. Then place 2 blacks. Then place 3 reds. Then place 4 blacks. Then you want to go blue. And I think you can all probably see the pattern here. We're kind of switching between blue, black, and red. So you want to do blue, black, red, black, blue. Black, I guess. So blue, black, red, black. Blue, black, red, black. I'll just show you what I mean. So, whoops. Then you want to go red here. Then switching back to black. Then you want to go blue. Black, whoops. Then you want to go red. Then black. And you kind of want to do this to fill this kind of boundary that we've made. So it takes a while, I know. Checkerboard patterns are my least favourite thing to do. They're so annoying. But they look really good. That's the thing. So filling in this entire area. Right, now it's going to start getting easier. So that's quite nice. So bring in this all the way along. I know it takes ages, but it is worth it because it looks good. Alright? And yes, it isn't a perfect square. If you go up, it is a bit more of a rectangle. Like, you're not wrong if it isn't a perfect square. Alright? So don't worry. In case anyone was wondering that. Whoops. So we're nearly done now. Well, with the blue and black and red we are, but I'm sure you can guess what comes after this with the light grey and stuff. So yeah, it should be red in the bottom left. And then when you go up, it creates this really nice pattern. So now, well, you see what kind of predicament we got right here. We got to go fill in the rest of the room with your grey and black checkerboard pattern. So kind of right here, I'll just outline it, I guess. And you know it's right because this will match up with the other room, right? Unless you've done it wrong, it should line up and match with the other room. If it doesn't, then there is something seriously wrong. And yes, it does go underneath this little bit, little window bit, I guess. And it goes under all of the doorways, of course. And then it goes back to there. So let's, oh, there's also a bit up here, so don't forget this. So all right, now we're just going to fill in. So I've done the outline. Now we can pretty much just fill in. I know it takes a while and it's not very fun to do, but I really do enjoy, you know, the final product with these kinds of builds. And you know, it's not like Pizzaplex level stuff. If you make or you follow along with like Pizzaplex tutorials, like made by like Next Level and what's it called, Fazbear Gaming. If you watch those tutorials, then you definitely know it's some very difficult stuff. But this is nowhere near that level of checkerboard pattern, so you know, this is quite nice, I guess, in comparison. So we're nearly done now. And then you will see that this floor will look very nice once you are done. So going up now. It is quite straining on the eyes, I know. Sorry about that. But it looks nice. It looks nice. And, well, that finished up the main room. That definitely took a while. So, yeah. So, like 15 minutes just for that room. Sorry. But now we're going to move on to the bathroom hallways, the bathrooms, and the safe room. So, I'm going to quickly go cut the video. Then we'll get right onto them. So, I'll be back in just one. Alright. I'm back. And as you can see, I've got quite a few blocks. That's because I did not only get the blocks for the hallway and the 2 bathrooms and the safe room, I also got the blocks for the kitchen and the freezer. So yeah, we've got quite a bit more than you know, just this bit, but it means I won't have to cut the video for a while. Anyway, for this area, what you want to do is replace all the blocks in the hallway with some light grey concrete. So everything in the hallway. And you know what, whilst we're at it, it's all the same block. So you might as well just place all the lime, all the cyan and all the magenta wool with the same block, because it's all the same. It's all the same height. It's, yeah, everything's the same. So honestly, let's just go and replace the entire bottom layer with some light grey concrete. Alright, sorry, not the safe room, not the safe room. And, well, once you've done that, well, next thing you can do is 3 more rows on top of that out of smooth quartz. So 1, 2, 3. It should go up to the level, same level as the polished andesite right here. And actually you can bring these out because, yeah, they're going to be in line with the roof. So, you know. So yeah, you want to bring all of this up, and as I said, this will have the kind of staple FNAF kind of checkerboard wall pattern. But what we're going to do is we're going to add that with banner art. I mean, you can probably see over there, that's the one I use. But I'm going to show you how to make that, of course. Not banner art, sorry. Did I say banner art? I meant to say map art. But yeah, I'll show you how to make that. That'll be in the detailing video, though. So, yeah. But there really isn't much for me to say in these bits where I'm kind of just pointlessly placing blocks, except right here, add 2 blocks above the door. So there's going to be like some broken bricks right here. So you want to have some like leeway, I don't know. Now all that is left is this bit right here, and well, whoops. So bring all of this up. I know it takes a while. That's why I do it along with you guys. It's not because I can't be bothered. Well, it is because I can't be bothered to cut the video, but it's also because I feel like it's helpful to show you how to properly make it. So yeah, that is what this should look like. Now for the floor, it could not get more simple. You're literally just going to break out the entire floor. Don't break out anything in here. Actually, you can break out that block and replace it with cyan terracotta, not grey. I nearly replaced it with grey. But you want to break out the entire floor and replace it with cyan terracotta. It literally could not get more simple than that. These bathrooms are extremely simple. There really isn't much going on. But there doesn't need to be. I mean, they're just bathrooms. They're not like the main part of the location, are they? Definitely not my favourite rooms, but I did still try my best to make these pretty detailed. Like as detailed as you can really get for the bathrooms. Like I think there's some detail on the walls. There's not really any texturing per se, but I mean, yeah, we got some like posters and all that jazz. Like these blocks right here are mostly the blocks that I use all over the walls. Well, ignoring the brown wall, I don't know why that's there. But yeah, these blocks are mostly the ones I use. And yeah, at the end I will show you how to light it up with light blocks, because hiding a bunch of sea lanterns everywhere, well, first of all, it doesn't give you your kind of desired atmosphere. And second, it's pretty difficult to hide sea lanterns. I mean, it's doable, it's possible, it's just kind of annoying to do. But of course we are actually going to add lights to this, so yeah, that's why I like using light blocks, because you can get the exact atmosphere you want. But yeah, as I'm saying, just continue, keep keep filling in your floors. It's a bit tedious, but you will not, you know, this is the most important part. It's like building up the walls and stuff, because otherwise you have no building, do you? So, well, you might argue it's detailing, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, as I was saying, the detail in the bathrooms, it's not great, but I have really tried to kind of make the detail in this whole place very kind of high quality. I don't want it to just be like it is right now, just like flat walls. That was something I really tried my best to avoid. So I really, really did try to fill every single wall with something. And you see that most in the FNAF 2 building. And even the FNAF 3, that one is extremely crowded. And honestly, I don't really like it because it's overcrowded. But I did really try to not have it be boring. I want this to be good. Anyway, for the safe room, we are going to technically add a little bit of detail. So you would just want to grab a couple blocks. You want to grab some brick stairs, some brick slabs, and also just some plain old regular, where are they, bricks. And what you want to do is place a slab and then a stair facing inwards like that, and then go on the inside and place 2 bricks like that. So it kind of looks like it's broken up. We will add some detail to this later on, but that's all we're going to do for now. So yeah, now you got that, you can grab, well, you don't actually need any of these blocks anymore, so you can grab your terracotta, because these 7 blocks are what you're going to need for the safe room. Yeah, there's a lot of blocks in here. So what you're going to want to do is, well, actually, with your andesite slabs, first of all, just go over these kind of doorways right here. And I don't believe you go over this bit. Let me just make sure. Yeah, you don't go over this bit. Right, no, not over here. Not over this gap. That stays how it is. Anyway, in here, what you want to do, well, you don't need your polished andesite, so you can get rid of those, but these blocks. So you want your terracotta, some black concrete, some black terracotta, some white terracotta, some cracked stone bricks, and some light grey terracotta. So terracotta, black concrete, black terracotta, white terracotta, cracked stone bricks, light grey terracotta. And what you're going to want to do is, where you've got all your black wool, or brown wool, sorry, replace it with black concrete. And then on top of that, you kind of want to do a little bit of a checkerboard pattern. So with your black terracotta, place 1 right there, kind of in the corner. So obviously ignoring the corners again, you want to place your black terracotta right here, then white, black, white, black, white, black. And of course, going the other way right here, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black. And then, well, I guess I'll do that afterwards. And then what you want to do is, with your light grey terracotta, bring these up by 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 on top of all of them. And also on top of your bricks as well. So like that. Then with your terracotta, kind of break out random parts of the grey and just kind of replace it. So this is, I think, the first texturing we're doing. Like, but you know, it looks nice. Yeah, I'll just keep it as that. Well, technically that's texturing, I guess, and that, the floor. But yeah, so once you've done that, with your cracked stone bricks, come in here and, you know, place a couple cracked stone bricks as the floor. And one thing I'm actually going to do, I don't know why I didn't do this, but mix in some regular stone bricks here. So mix in some regular, so it's kind of like that. And then also mix in a tiny bit of mossy stone, but like only really in like the corners and stuff. So literally that is fine. Literally like that. And then of course, once you've done that, that actually completes this room. So, you know, there's a safe room. We are going to make these walls a whole lot more detailed, don't worry. I know it's very small, but this is honestly probably one of the most detailed rooms. And of course, we're also going to show you how to build the Springtrap animatronic. I'm going to show you how to build all the animatronics. So, you know, Bonnie, Freddy, Chica, Foxy, Springtrap in there. I didn't build Golden Freddy, but I mean, it's just regular Freddy, but broken down a block and, you know, gold. You know, actually, I might add Golden Freddy just because, you know. But anyway, for your kitchen and stuff and your freezer, you want blue ice, you want snow block, you want black stained glass, smooth stone slab. Yeah, smooth stone slab. Then you want white concrete, yep. Then you want brown concrete. You also want some black concrete. And I accidentally got rid of these blocks too early. You want some terracotta and you want some light grey terracotta. Because replacing all of your white, you want to replace all of the white with terracotta. Yeah, the kitchen is another one of my favourite rooms. Mostly, actually, due to one of the newest blocks that is added to the game. The, what is it? Like, slightly weathered copper bar. What's it called? The wax exposed copper bar. This is a great block. I use it in here. It just looks so good the way that it's kind of implemented in here. I really like the kitchen. Anyway, on top of this, you want to place 3 light grey. So bring all of this up by 3 light grey, of course, going over the doors. And then with your smooth stone slabs. 3 light grey. So that'd be, yeah. Going over this, leave that blank for now. So, whoops, I accidentally went one too high. And then the freezer room should just be a little regular 2x1 door. Whoopsie. How long has this recording already been? 13 minutes for this part. So already, I'd say this video is probably about an hour long. Maybe nearing that, like 40 minutes, sorry. I don't know actually how long this is. But as I said before, the next few parts will be split up. So, you know, we'll have a front kind of decorations video. We'll have a middle, and then we'll have a back decorations, and then of course the exterior. Now with your black and white concrete, you're going to kind of continue the checker pattern that you did in here. So if you've got a black here, you want to place one here. And instead of the grey concrete powder, you want to place your white concrete. So kind of continuing your same checkerboard pattern into here. It is a kitchen, so it must have a checkerboard pattern. And you'll notice it also does line up with this side. So, I mean, why shouldn't it? Or why wouldn't it? And bring it up to this door and then leave it. So bring it up to here. Because the freezer, honestly, well, it's just a freezer, let's be honest here. I mean, there really isn't much going on in there. So, yep, with your black and white concrete, just doing all of this. And then, alright, there we go. Now you want to get out your black stained glass and your smooth stone slab. Bring this out an extra block, and then up here, place some black stained glass like that. I guess that is a detail, but I don't really care. Because I'm kind of nonchalant like that. But yeah, just a little bit of black stained glass there. Now for the freezer, this is just like an insanely boring room. What you're going to do, you're going to break out the walls, and you're going to replace them with blue ice. And then, nothing goes here, by the way. It's just like that. And then you're going to bring that up 2 more blocks, so like that. Then break out the floor and replace it with blue ice. And then with some snow blocks, texture. Yeah, that's how boring this room is. Honestly, yeah, that is literally it. That is this room. It is just ice and snow. And then, of course, there will be a door kind of right here facing. So there's a bit of depth. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the kitchen and the bathroom. So now going up, this place is really starting to get filled out. Now we've only got a little bit left of the video, and that is going to be the back hallway, the office, parts and service, the staff room, the fire escape, the arcade storage, and the arcade, so not really a little bit. Let's get started with the arcade. Actually, I'm just going to quickly take pictures of everything, so yeah, but we're going to start off with the arcade and the storage. So I'll be back in 1 second once we have started the arcade and storage and stuff. So I'll be back in just 1 second. Alright, I'm back, and now we are going to move on to the arcade. So you're going to need quite a few blocks for this. For the walls, you only need 2, which are blue concrete and blue concrete powder. And, well, it's pretty simple, to be honest. You're just going to go around and you're going to kind of break out the entire walls. Like every bit of yellow concrete, break out and replace it with blue and bring it up 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, the walls are really simple, but the floor is where it gets difficult. So you're going to want to really pay attention when we get to the floor. And yep, 2 block door right here. And then right here. So blue for the walls. And then of course over here, blue all over the walls. And then you're going to just want to break out tiny little 1 block kind of little spots to replace. You're not going to do loads of texturing, just tiny little kind of freckles, I guess, to replace with your blue concrete powder. Just like that. So, you know, kind of little bunch of little polka dots on the walls, I don't know. But once you've done that, the floor is really where it gets difficult. So pay attention here. You're going to want to grab quite a few blocks. You're going to want to grab, in your concrete powders, you want magenta concrete powder, light blue concrete powder, red concrete powder, lime concrete powder, yellow concrete powder, and also cyan concrete powder. Yeah. So these 6 blocks, and in the bottom left corner, place 1 magenta. Go right by 1, place a light blue. Go right by 1, place a red. Go right by 1, place a lime. Right by 1, place a yellow. Right by 1, place a cyan. Then repeat that. Go magenta, light blue, red, lime, yellow. Then it will be cyan. And then you're going to kind of want to bring that in and go up by 1. So magenta, light blue, red, lime, yellow, cyan. Magenta, light blue, red, lime. And I think you can kind of see the pattern here. Before the magenta is cyan. And then I think you can see the pattern. So where you got these 2 magentas, you just want to keep kind of bringing it up diagonally. And then in from those, it's all your light blues. And then all your reds. And then lime. Then yellows. Then cyan. And then you're going to repeat. So magenta, light blue, red. Then you can do cyan here. Yellow. And then lime. And then red. Then light blue. Go into there. Then magenta. Then cyan. Then yellow. Then lime. Then a red in the corner. So that is what it should look like, kind of stripes. It's quite confusing, quite weird looking, but I think it works for an arcade, right? Now for the storage, it is exactly the same as daycare storage. So honestly, you can just go back to here, to the daycare storage. You want to grab the same blocks. So your clay, your light grey, your tuff, your stone, and your andesite. It's the exact same height, exact same everything. So bottom layer is tuff. Kind of like me, I'm pretty tough. Sorry. So bottom layer is tuff. Just replacing all of your brown. By the way, my throat is actually starting to hurt. Hang on. Give me a sec. Because this video's been quite long. I've been talking a while, so. Alright, so then after that, obviously 2 layers of stone, as you did before. Kind of like this. And well, then once you've done that, so just give me 1 second. By the way, guys, obviously I'm going to do tutorials for the main 4 FNAF games, for like the locations. For FNAF 4, do you want me to do the house, or do you want me to do Fredbear's Family Diner? Because honestly, the house, there just isn't much I can do with it. It's just a house. But like Fredbear's Family Diner, I feel like a custom Fredbear's Family Diner would be so good. By the way, also we're putting the andesite on the top. So, if you want me to do Fredbear's Family Diner, I will do that. I'd honestly prefer to do that. Anyway, by the way, now we're doing the clay and the light grey kind of mix on the floor, so, you know, just going around doing that. I'm actually going to break it all first. Whoops. So yeah, I would prefer to do Fredbear's Family Diner, and if you guys want, I will also do like sister location. So I can do entertainment and rentals, but as I said before, there isn't much I can do with like those kinds of locations. So I was thinking for sister location, I should do Circus Baby's Pizza World, is it called? I'm pretty sure. So if you want me to do Circus Baby's Pizza World, like a custom Circus Baby's Pizza World, I would love to do that, and I genuinely think it'd be very fun. So I will do that. Anyway, now we're just filling in the floor. So, and for Pizzeria Simulator, I don't know, there isn't, once again, much I can really do with that, but I can make like a little rock star animatronic location if you'd like, you know. And what was it I said before, like mostly, it should be mostly clay in here. Or was it mostly light grey? Hang on, let me check. It's mostly clay. So yeah, mostly clay. So yeah, if you want me to do like a Rockstar animatronic location for Pizzeria Simulator, I will do that. Let's just place one here. And then I'll go 2 down. No, I'm going to keep it like that. I think that is good. Right, so now I'm going to fill this in. And then what comes after that? It's UCN. No really point of doing UCN. What else is there? There's the VR game, Security Breach. Those two are just too big for me to replicate. So yeah, I think I'm going to do those 6 games that I said. You know, Pizzeria Simulator, FNAF 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I think that'll be a pretty good tutorial series. So if you want that, definitely do say down below in the comments if I even get views on this video. But yeah, there's that room done, as I said. Well, I haven't said, but there's that room done. Sorry. Now, moving on to the hallway. You want to grab yourselves some green terracotta and some dark prismarine. This is inspired by the FNAF 3 hallway, just because I really like the look of that. I wanted to incorporate it here. If you don't like it, you can keep it as, you know, the regular grey concrete and basalt, but I quite like this for some reason. I don't know why. So yeah, the bottom layer is of course going to be your green terracotta. And well, what else can I really talk about? I will do those statue tutorials. I mean, once I start getting views. But I would like to do those statue tutorials eventually. Because I think the statues I've made are pretty good. But I mean, I should stop the self-glaze, but you know, I just want this channel to kind of grow and be successful. If you can't tell, I'm avoiding uploading on the main channel, which is Occultog, by the way, if you just here for this. I do have another channel. I do geomapping, which is well, it's like mapping in Minecraft. So like building a world map. It's quite good. Anyway, after this kind of green terracotta, you want to do 3 rows of dark prismarine, so just like that, and then of course going above the doors like that, going all the way along. And then I should grab my smooth stone slabs and bring those over as well. For this bit, I actually don't... I'm pretty sure it just is... Let me see. I think, yeah, it just stays like this. You just literally keep it like that, and then the roof will go over it, alright? So you don't build the walls over it. Right here, this is a 2 block, so that goes over like that. And well, if you're here from the main channel, it's 4:30 now, which means my house is loud. So I'm probably gonna once I finish this hallway, I'm just gonna cut the video, and it'll be yet another day of me recording this. That's 3 days it will have taken to record this one video. It's quite crazy. But you know, it's a lot to do, and I don't have a lot of time. So yeah, once you bring all of this up, these bits right here, these hallways that lead to the office, don't build anything else, just leave it how it is. Well, I suppose I should probably put our smooth stone slabs. Also, my voice is really starting to hurt, so that's another reason I want to end this recording soon. So yeah, continuing, doing all of this. And, well, your corridor should look like this once you're done. Well, wait, no, there's one more bit to do, I kind of forgot. It's the floor. It's just black concrete and grey concrete powder, so same old usual pattern. Let's do it like this. So yeah, go around with your black concrete and your grey concrete powder all the way through. And well, what else is there to really talk about? What else can I do on this channel? Expect well, what should really come next? I guess FNAF 1 Night 7 should be my next FNAF video, like gameplay video. Night 7 of FNAF 1, if I am able to beat it. Maybe some FNAF 3 coming soon, so you know, be ready for a lot. I'm trying to upload pretty frequently on this channel, and I feel like I'm doing a decent job at that. It's kind of just the whole not really getting any views, so no one really cares I upload frequently, which is fine. I mean, it's a small channel, it makes sense, but I thought given the moderately decent sub count on my other channel, it would be faster than this, but I'm not complaining. You know, this is fun to make, and well, it's a nice break, because if you do follow the other channel, you know that geomapping is pretty boring, and FNAF stuff is not really boring for me. I'd honestly wish I'd made my main channel about FNAF and had a decent following for a FNAF channel. But no, I made it about geomapping. Which, of course, once again, I'm not complaining about that, I'm just saying. Because I do enjoy geomapping, despite what I say. And if you're here just for the FNAF and you have no idea what my other channel even is, well, you're probably quite confused right now, but... Alright. Oh wait, I should probably build it in here as well. Right, this is what your floor should be looking like. So now going up, we have really made some decent progress here, and you're already starting to see kind of how this whole building's kind of shaping up to look like. It's a pretty big building. I'd say this is, a decent size for our FNAF 1 location. FNAF 2, I went way too big, I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of wish I didn't make it that big, but I'm also pretty glad I made it giant, because it meant that I could add in a lot of detail. And you will see that when I start those tutorials in a while. But yeah, I'm talking too much. I'm going to cut the video now, and when I get back, we're going to build the office, we're going to build parts and service, and we're going to build the kind of, staff area and the fire escape. And then that'll be it for this video, and then the next video will be the detailing. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. What am I doing? Yeah, so I'm going to cut the video here, and I'll see you all in just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Now we are going to get started on the office, and this is the exact same wall pattern as the main area, so honestly we might as well just go get our blocks. It is polished basalt and grey concrete. What you want to do is you want to break out the black wall and replace it with polished basalt, like this. And then above that, place 3 rows of grey concrete. Very simple, very simple. But the floor's the same as well. This building, I do know, is a lot of copy and paste and a lot of repetition, but I mean, isn't the real game? By the way, in between recordings, I have started planning out for Fredbear's Family Diner. So that will come after FNAF 3. So I've started planning that out. Once these tutorial series are done, I guess at the start of every tutorial series, I'll do a showcase of what the actual restaurant looks like. So if you want to see, I'll probably actually have to do an updated showcase for this one, because the other showcase is a bit old and it doesn't look like that anymore. So I'll, do an updated showcase. But if you would like to see, showcases for FNAF 2 and 3 and whatnot, definitely say so down below. Also, what we're doing here, we're just doing the exact same floor pattern as before. So yeah, I'm going to do showcases for all of them. FNAF 2 so far is my personal favourite, but I have a feeling that it's going to change with the Fredbear Family Diner, because I just love the kind of purple and gold. It's just such a great kind of colour theme. Of course, I'm going to keep the theming the same as in the games. Like the theming of all the restaurants, it's pretty much the same, but just the layouts and the way they're built is different. Alright, so there's that. Now I guess we'll move on to the staff room and the fire escape. So you want to grab some light blue terracotta and some blue terracotta, and you want to replace all of the grey wool, well, the light grey wool, replace it with light blue terracotta, including in the fire escape. So just going all the way around. I mean, it's a lot of rinse and repeat, isn't it? Don't worry, the series will not always be this boring. When we get onto those lovely jubbly details, it's going to get so much more fun for all of us, because honestly, I'm not really enjoying this right now. But then, of course, what you're going to want to do is exactly the same as the other staff room. You want to build 2 rows of blue terracotta on top of that. Of course, going over the fire escape like that. Going over the fire escape. What else is there really to say? FNAF 2, obviously gonna do. Then it's gonna be FNAF 3, which is so far my least favourite. I mean, it doesn't look that good, but it's detailed. And then on top of the blue terracotta, place light blue once again. Yeah, so after FNAF 2, we'll build the FNAF 3 Pizzaria. Then the Fredbear's Family Diner, which I've decided I'm going to do instead of the house. I don't really want to build the house. It's so plain and boring and whatnot. Once you've done that now, grab some polished deep slate and we're going to build the floor. So polished deep slate, replace all of the floor. So let's break it first. Yeah, so Fredbear's Family Diner. Then I'm going to do Circus Babies. Then I'm going to Pizzeria Simulator. And that should be a good amount of tutorials, you know. I think that will keep us going for a while. And of course they're fun to make. I'm enjoying these tutorials. I mean, that kind of contradicts what I just said. But, you know, these tutorials are a lot funner than geomapping tutorials, definitely. Because, I don't know, I just prefer making actual structures rather than flat pixel arts. This is more fun to me. Getting all detailed and nice and good. So yeah, now once we've broken that. And, well, what else can I do? If you'd like to... I don't really want to make any fan games, because I don't really play any FNAF fan games, but... I don't know. As I said, statue tutorials I can definitely do, and I will definitely do, if that is something you would all want. Like, you know, I should probably do a showcase of my statue world, and then you guys can decide if you'd want me to make tutorials on these, on those statues. Right, but yeah, there is that kind of staff room. Now there's only one room left. Well, two rooms technically, but that is parts and service. So this is parts, this is service. And, well, this one is actually pretty complicated. So starting off with the walls, what you're going to want to do is you want to grab some... If I can find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You want to grab some polished basalt and some regular basalt. I had no idea where they were. And then, well, this is the only place I have reference for. So, right here on this block, you want to break it, place a polished basalt. Then you want to place it basalt, polished, regular basalt would be right here. Then place polished, basalt, and then, of course, polished right here. Ignoring the corners once again, so just, yeah, forget about the corners for now. So then, on the inside is what matters. So polished, and then regular, polished, regular, polished, regular, polished, regular. They all want to be facing up, by the way. If you make them like facing to the side, they look weird. So make them facing up. So then we'd have regular, polished, 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 polished, regular. That'd be a polished tier, so that actually doesn't really line up. But oh no, have I made a mistake somewhere? Or is it just meant to be like this? Hang on, I think it is literally just meant to be like this. Let's do this. Polished, regular, polished, regular, polished, regular, polished, regular, polished. Yeah, I think it is literally just meant to not line up here. So, I mean, you can't really see it because it's such a dark room, but what I think we should do is, well, I mean, let's see. In the corner there, I have 1, 2, alright, yeah. Yeah, okay, I see. So break that, replace this with a regular basalt, and then that will kind of fix the problem. Because this is a corner, there's stuff in front of it, so you will not actually see that. Same within here, you will not see it. Alright. And then, of course, you want to build those up by 1, 2, 3 blocks, I believe. Yep. So build all of these up by 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna put basalt in the corners. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I know it looks a bit weird here, but you will not see it. So 1, 2, 3, right here, 1, 2, 3, and then coming down from the roof. Well, I guess we can just place a block there, place 2 basalts or regular basalts above that, like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right here, do the same, so 2 basalts. Then right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Whoops. And then right here, you'd have basalt polished. You want to place your smooth stone slabs under the doors. Did I do that in here? No, I didn't. In here, make sure you also place your smooth stone slabs under your doors. So now in here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You get the gist. So yeah, as I was saying, I will do. Oh well, I don't really have time. Right. So then, once you've done that, you want to grab a couple blocks. So you want to grab some stone. You want to also grab some. I mean, it might be in here actually. Yeah, some gravel, and then finally some grey concrete powder. And you just basically want to scatter these all around the floor. So I'm going to break all the floor first. So break all the floor and then texture it randomly with these 3 blocks, all in kind of equal amounts of all these blocks. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I will do statue tutorials if you'd like. If there's any other kinds of FNAF related-ish tutorials that you think you'd want me to do, comment those. I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head. I mean, like, I don't know. By the way, onto the texturing. Like, nothing really pops to mind, so I mean, I'm just trying to think what other kind of FNAF related tutorials could I really do. I don't know. So yeah, give suggestions, because obviously I'm lost for what to do. But I mean, I've got plenty of tutorials planned, so it's not like we've got like a deficit. It's just I'd like to do something after these pizzerias. Would be quite nice. So yeah, once this is all textured, like that, let me just make sure this looks all right. Yeah, that looks fine. Then we can go up and just make sure, yeah, that is your entire build well completed. So all of the walls, I'm just getting these blocks out. Yeah, these are all of the walls and floors kind of completed for this build. So I have no idea how long this video is so far. Matter of fact, I did a little check, and this video is probably about like 2 hours and 15 minutes long. So yeah, should be about that. Roughly that length, which is kind of mad. I mean, just for walls and floors. But yeah, decorations will be split up. So we're going to have the front area, so that'll be kind of the entrance, the staff room here, the daycare, storage, the actual daycare itself, and the lobby. We won't build the roofs. Maybe, actually, should we build the roofs? Yeah, we should probably build the roofs. Every time we finish a room, we'll add a roof to it. So yeah, just so we know it's completed. Then after that, it'll be the central area. So that'll be, obviously the main room, the toilets, the hallway, the safe room, the kitchen, and the freezer. And then it'll be the back, which is the hallway, the the office, the arcade storage, the staff room, parts and service, and of course the fire escape. So that is 1, 2 tutorials so far, and then 3, 4, 5, and then the 5th and 6th, maybe. I think I'll do a 5th one for the exterior, and then a final 6th tutorial for the sign, unless the exterior tutorial isn't too long, in which case I'll include the sign in that. But yeah, seriously, congratulations. This is a lot of work we've already put in here. You've done a very good job. This place is already really starting to come together. I'm already really liking the way it's looking. So definitely congratulate yourselves. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You've done a very good job. But now, that is really all I have to say for this video. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the front decorations tutorial. Goodbye.